All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the Z4 cup holder. Now, this is one of my two Z4s. I've had this car for about 2 years, and this cup holder, I just pushed it in, and the dreaded kind of crunchiness that you hear when plastic breaks is there. Now, this is two pieces. This vent is one piece, and then there's an actual kind of semicircle piece that fits in here. And I'm thinking the vent's probably broken because this kind of just pushed back into it, or both pieces could be broken. So I'm gonna try to get this piece out here to expose the screws. There's one screw right there. You can see it's got a little cap. The little cap is basically a cover for a screw. There's another screw behind this. When this is pulled out, you'll see a little screw. Those two screws, which are just Phillips head screws, pull this whole component out and we can fix it. But the trick is we got to get to the screw first. So I'm going to take some pries, interior pries, these kind of guys that you should have if you're going to be wrenching on your car. You should always have some of these, and see if I can pop this thing out and get to that screw here. Oh, that's actually yeah. See, and these are said that these won't damage anything, but look, it just scratched this thing. So yeah, these are nice, but they'll generally will. You still have to be very ginger with them. They will damage stuff. Yeah, that's not even holding. So something's broken here. Look at that. And these things are kind of rickety. Honestly, I have another car I've had for 12 plus years, and I've never had this break on them. So a lot of people hate these because they break all the time. This is the first one I've actually had break on me. So the real problem with these is that, you know, they don't go particularly low. So they're not really good for most drinks. Plus they're covering your air vent here. If you put a drink there, it's going to cover your air vent. So if it's hot, you're going to be blowing air conditioning there, and you're not going to get any AC. If it's cold, you're just going to warm up whatever's here. So it's really, and plus it doesn't give you any of the air on your windshield. So not the best design BMW has done in the historically. But the nice thing is that we've got these screws exposed. So you see there's one right here, and then we're going to pop this cap off to get to the other one, and this whole piece should come out. And we have to take this apart to figure out which part is actually broken, because this is a different component than this. So we might have to buy a new vent and a new piece like this, or we might have to buy both, or maybe we'll just buy one. I'm thinking we're probably going to end up buying at least this, because I think this is loosey-goosey. So, well, we'll see. I'm going to go pop this cap off real quick. Try to get a little Allen. Oh, there we go. So I used a really fine Allen wrench for that, because generally most people have an Allen wrench set, and they have some very small Allen wrenches. If you don't have something like a dental pick, which is a very commonly used item for more precise or micro adjustments on things. So that cap, you can see, well, trying to get it out. It's just a little plastic cap, and well, it's a little gummy. It's like it's kind of actually kind of broken a little bit. Let's see here. That's what it looks like. Just a little cap, and it's got a little, this says 12 on it. Maybe that, oh, it's gonna look kind of ugly, but we'll make it work. I'm doing this with one hand. I would suggest two hands, just because you want to be able to catch these screws when they come out, because more than likely you're going to need them when you put everything back together. The bottle is still engaged. Well, that's pretty loose. Pretty loose. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, it looks like the top one still might have a little bit of thread left on it. Okay. There we go. All right, and off we shall go. Ooh, the inside of the car, woo. Okay, so both screws are still in there, so this is the whole apparatus. I see the problem right here. Look at that. This piece is broken. The piece that holds this to that. So it looks like the vent, see there's one screw, there's air screws on the other side right there. So this whole piece, let's put this down here. So this is the piece that you can buy. This is one component. This is another component. This component right here is what broke. Right? So you could theoretically glue that back together if you wanted to, but I think it's smarter to get a whole new one of these. They're about 25 to 30 bucks. Okay, this is the piece that, it's two parts that come out. On one hand, we have the vent, which had the two screws here and down here. And then we have the actual holder. Now the piece that broke is actually this piece, which has a star bolt in there that connects these two parts, like right there. So that broke off, and that's what cost us, that's what messed this up. Now the new part came in the mail, comes out, it's got obviously this piece intact. It's got two guides here that correspond to the bottom of the vent. You see there's a piece there and a piece there. They'll slide in like that. Then we're going to bolt it in. We're going to remove this bolt to get this piece of plastic off and then reapply this new one. This also comes with a new panel, a little drink panel in the front end to replace the old one, which we kind of beat up. We scuffed it up pretty good getting it out. And that just slides to the right or to the inside and pops off. So now you probably could get away with just re-gluing this piece if you got some good epoxy resin. Glue this piece back together and reassemble it versus buying a brand new part. Mine uses like $29 for a new part, so I figured why not? There we go. It's turning. There we go. This plastic is, oh, it just popped off. So yeah, just if you can free it up, it'll pop out the side. You see that? So this is a bolt with a washer. So this is the part that broke. Just a bolt, little washer. It's going to go right into this guy right there. So let's see if we can reassemble the new piece. We're going to collapse it. We are going to put the new piece back on. Pops out, closes. Should slide in like so. I hope so. Or actually, it looks like maybe you actually have to install it from the back. So let's do this. This piece, slide that back off, collapse it down. It looks like you had it going from the back of this thing. Oh, you see that? Just like that. Looks like you gotta slide these two rails up. It should pop in. Looks like more or less it's almost there. Let's see. There we go. Little pop. Pop. Both sides are popped in. They're flush. They're flush. This piece comes out. Let's put that out. We'll get our drink holder. Put both these two pins. Go in there. Push the left. Pops in. Close that out. Bam. Reassembled. One thing I do is secure it with that bolt here, which we will do. Let's see. If you're threading right into plastic over time, especially this is getting pushed over and over again, this is probably going to break. So, might be not the best design, BMW. All right, so we are ready to reinstall this. You have a screw up there and a screw down there. Should be pretty much all lined up there. So we have this guy ready to go. Let's extend that so we can. Doesn't really want to stay very well. Okay, this guy can line up. So I'm trying to do as best I can with one hand. Okay, that screw looks like it's pretty well lined up. This screw looks pretty well lined up. We should be able to just put these screws in this thing and it should behave itself. Plugged in. That's perfect. Yep. You're back in business for what it's worth. We reinstalled the awful cup holder that everybody hates. Alright, well, there you go. Hope this helped. Not hard to do. Maybe if you have the new part, it'll take you maybe a half hour start to finish, if that.